Hello everyone, this is Marcus. Today I'm going to be doing a different type of video. I'm going to go over the history of Metallica's first album, Kill 'Em All, and I'm going to kind of talk about how the band got discovered, who discovered them, and kind of the early known knowledge of the making of the album. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Now, Metallica released the album Kill 'Em All in 1983. That is their first album. They were discovered by a guy named John Zazulu, I believe is his name. I'll put the proper spelling up on the screen. But anyway, and as you can see, this is what Metallica's album for Kill 'Em All looks like. It caused a lot of controversy, I believe, at the time because of the type of cover that it was. Metallica originated from Los Angeles, but they moved to San Francisco to employ the talents of their first bassist, the late great Cliff Burton. And Cliff Burton played a huge role in Metallica's music. And as time went on, Metallica seemed to try to find their footing. And they started out on the club scene. And there is a lot of hearsay as to what the first thrash metal album is, but a lot of people consider Kill 'Em All the first thrash metal album. But yeah, Kill 'Em All was released through the independent record label on July 25th, 1983. Megaforce Records was the one who released it. And the band originally started out after forming in 1981. They began playing shows in the local clubs, like I mentioned earlier, in Los Angeles. And so they recorded several demos to gain attention from club owners and eventually relocated to San Francisco to secure the services of bassist Cliff Burton. So, and not a lot of people know this, but did you know that the lead vocalist for Megadeth, Dave Mustaine, who I believe is also a guitarist, he originally got his start with Metallica, but before Metallica made it big. A lot of people don't know that. He was kind of around in the No Life Till Leather demo tape era. And then I guess something happened. I don't really know much about that, but the group's No Life Till Leather demo tape, which was recorded in 1982, was noticed by Megaforce label head John Zazula. So he was the one who helped finance their first album, and the budget for it cost $15,000 for recording, and the initial shipment was 15,000 copies, and the album eventually sold 60,000 copies worldwide by the end of 1984. Now, it did not enter the Billboard 200 until 1986, following the commercial success of their third album, Master of Puppets. The album produced two singles, Jump in the Fire and Whiplash. One of the things that I kind of want to talk about is the original track listing ended with the song Metal Militia, but when the album was remastered on CD for an Elektra, the first pressings had two bonus tracks: Am I Evil, which is a Diamond Head cover, and then Blitzkrieg, which was a cover of by Blitzkrieg. So, and that version is out of print and hard to find. The version that you usually find is ends with Metal Militia, and I will include a picture of what the original pressing track list looks like um, on the screen here. Um, but Metallica, they're one of the best bands of all time, if not the best metal band of all time, and they've influenced a lot of people. Um, and their first album is not as hard as some of their other stuff, but it's still a pretty kick-ass album. Um, and so was their follow-up album, Ride the Lightning, um, which you can learn more about that in the next video that I do for this series. Um, I'm going to try to do a series for every Metallica album uh, that there is, and kind of give you guys a history background on it all. It's part of my new series, Rock and Roll History. I'm going to go over different aspects of music history from different bands, specific albums, stuff like that. So that's what this video is kind of about. So um, I hope you found this video informative about Metallica's first album. Um, and like I said, here's the artwork again up here on the screen for the album. Originally, the album was originally supposed to be called "Metal Up Your Ass." However, they record heads made them change the artwork and the name because they were worried that an album being released with such an offensive title and artwork would diminish the chances of commercial success. Which, to be fair, uh, that was probably a little extreme for the time. But if you were to name an album that now, nobody would give a rat's butt. But so how they came up with the name Kill 'Em All was because basically, anti-censorship. They basically said, you know what, you can try to censor it. If they're going to try to censor us, you can kill them all. And that was kind of how they came up with that whole concept for that. And then, of course, the artwork with the axe and the puddle of blood or whatever it is. So, um, but yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, guys? Peace.